Yes, that's joebilineHD here, and welcome to episode 6 that we're on of the free-to-play Road to Glory, and we start this episode off with the most intense of league wins. We're still unbeaten at the moment. They're reclaiming the league, the 3 wins, but look at this game. Have you seen anything more intense than this? 554 goals for them, 555 goals for us. We literally won this league versus league by 1 goal. It was JP Barca with the last to go. He needed the 24 to take the win. He got the 24. He got just enough to get us the win. So much intense. And this was finishing early morning. I'd literally just woke up, getting ready for work, logged into the game, checked. I was like, I did a little team of the week while it was ending, and then saw it and I was like, wow. Whew, that saves our bacon. That saves our bacon indeed. And that was the 10th win for me, because one had already started later, with it being what's the word I'm looking for? With Android coming later, a league had already started. This was on Monday, I believe it was, or something, a few days ago. But this was the 11th league win, and the 10th I was in. So we got this league pack for 10 wins. We got some FIFA points. Events, the activities, work towards them. It's a great way to get FIFA points and coins. I'm absolutely flying up in the FIFA points now. The skill boost has helped us a bit, and got a generalist up to 3, which took Chrissy going in. We had a Jalite there, which had Daoud, and I've been using Daoud a lot more over the last few days, and I've been enjoying him a lot more. I think the weekend league was just an absolute write-off, so we'll forget about that. Move onwards and upwards into next week. We'll forget about what happened with all of that. That's cool. It's written under. But hey, that's how it goes. He's been performing a lot better for me, a lot more enjoyable. So this is what happened between Monday and Wednesday. So there's only a few days, but there's still enough to kind of show you what's been going on and what's been going on. Because some of the episodes are going to be like this, and not going to be as exciting. Maybe you prefer it like this, because it's just to give you a general life. Monday night was Domination night, and I kind of made the mistake of trying to auto play a few of the games, which didn't go to plan. Ended up losing on penalties, not checking them. So I got 9 domination tokens, but domination tokens carry over. And obviously, if you get 12, if you do 12 in a week, you get the bumper reward, which is a lot more domination boost points. So rather than cash the 9 in on the first few rewards, I'm going to wait till next week, and then I only need to win 3. I'll win them. I'll play all games and get as many as I can. But I'm always waiting until I get to 12 tokens to cash out, because then that gives you the best bumper on him. So I'd advise you to do that as well. If you don't get to the 12, play as many as you can and only ever cash out when you get to 12. It's the best advice I can give for your Griezmann domination, because it's going to earn you the most points. It may take a week longer to get somewhere, get him higher up times, and maybe you want to get him higher straight away. But in the long run, it's going to be better always cashing out when you get to 12 points. Use all your 12 stamina each week though, because that kind of stacks, but you can only have max 12. It doesn't stack over, so it carries over, but you have to pay the 25k before you can enter. So make sure you're doing that. Make sure you're doing your daily activities every day. That's a great source of FIFA points. There's a chance to play, there's coins, there's XP for your level, and obviously you want to get your user level. It seems more important this year, but that's just getting back up to the 3k FIFA point mark again. And by the end of this episode, I've gained about another 400 points over the last 3 days. Points are just rolling in. We're at 83. Players going pretty well. We was just checking what was going on, and then obviously Tuesday night we had Team Heroes. So likewise with Domination, I'm saving up to get the 12 at a time. Team Heroes, I'm doing the same idea. I haven't decided when to cash out yet, but between on the Tuesdays, just use all your stamina. Well, I've been using all my stamina on Team Hero, and what I'm doing is I'm getting as many Team Hero points as I can. At 50 Team Hero wins, 150 Team Hero wins. In events, you get loads of bonus Team Hero points. And I'm basically just saving all my Team Hero points up. I think by the end of this, I had about 300 Team Hero points. And I'm just going to keep going until I get to a point where I think, okay, maybe I'll get to 1,000. Maybe I'll do it at 500, I'm not sure yet. But basically, when there's a Team Hero that really catches my eye, and it's one that I'm really interested in, I feel I've got enough points, that's when I'll redeem them for the club crest, so I can get enough to have a little splurge on. Wendell was pretty decent. Paul Harrywink's not so much, it's 70 rated. That one was annoying. And then there was the who was the one, the AC Milan one, So we went to open the AC Milan one because obviously you get a guaranteed player. Sometimes not too. Locatelli, not very good. So Wendell was the best of those pools. So yeah, we got to about 300 points or so, maybe a bit higher. And it was just, I'm saving them up. I'm waiting until I get higher, and I'm going to cash all out in one go because the points carry over, and it's just best that, yeah. Because I was doing more activities, I was doing campaigns. Make sure you do the extra bonus nodes on campaigns because a lot of those will always have the, what's the word I'm looking for? Will have that extra FIFA points. Yeah, 298. I played a few more after I recorded this, so I had the tokens ready, and I'm just going to keep building them up until I'm ready to cash out. But we also did our first tip at investing. So last week, Chelsea, Munich, and I forgot the other team, their players went down, and then after a few days they went back up again. So we've took the risk here. It worked last week. I didn't do it. I didn't catch on. I was suspecting it may work, but I didn't want to do it myself just in case. I didn't want to take the risk. This week I've took the risk. I had about 200 or so K, 230K I think I had, and I've gone for, I've used it all on players. I've bought 2 Brandts, 79 rated left mid at 90K, 2 Trippiers, 76 right back at 13K a pop. And then I've bought a bunch of 75 rated striker Llorentes at 4K or under. Now I was checking the markets, and like Brandt seems like if he goes back up to what he was originally around, like there's not really any left mids under 130K. So say even if he goes up back to like 110, 120K, 10K cheaper than he was, that's a nice bit of profit there with it only being a 5% difference now. Trippier, didn't seem there was any under 40K at right back, apart from there was him and Abate and a Leverkusen right back, so there's 3 of them, so there's a little bit more risk there. But at 13K they should, even if they go up to 20K, that should be a bit of profit with it being the 5% now. And then the Llorentes is the risk, but also it's low risk but also high because of how many. But I ended up buying like 12 Llorentes for 4K or under. The majority of them were around the 3K mark. Because when I was checking, there was literally no other 75 rated strikers for under 10,000 coins. So I thought even if he goes up to 7 or 8K, that's like a K profit on each one, a K or 2 profit, so it all adds up. So I took the risk this week. Hopefully it pays off based on how the bot works and how its habits worked on last year, and it's pretty much working out already that the bot works in identical ways to last year. And we saw how Team Hero Club Crest worked last year, where depending on who it was, they would go up or down, and especially during Domination when the gold trophies would go up, so you could buy them outside of it. It does seem like this could be an investment method to do this year. Obviously, we'll know more over the next few weeks to see if it is a sustainable act or not. But I've took the risk this week. I'm hoping it pays off. Team of the week, of course, has changed, so now you get rewards for getting the silver players, the gold reserves, the gold starters, the elites, all of them. It works its way up, so it rewards you at lower level, but it's still an incredibly frustrating event with the fact that they're not tradable and you can't just go on the market and buy a player if you want. I love just being able to, when Team of the Week, even when there's not no promos going on, Team of the Week, you know, you've got every Wednesday. It's going to be some exciting new plays to try, potentially some position changes, which is one of the best things about Team of the Week, is when players have position changes. And now it's like, well, you may be able to get them if there's a chance, but you can't. Obviously, we're going to use our stamina on it because it's potentially worthwhile, especially if you can get a few of them on a roll. You can earn some more coins, and there's that method there. And if you're lucky enough to somehow get every single Team of the Week player in the week, you get yourself 5 million coins, which is absolutely phenomenal. But I wouldn't even want to work out the odds of getting all 5. Seeing as on my main account, I've spent 30k FIFA points on Team of the Week so far this year and not got a single elite Team of the Week. So I don't really fancy my chances from that aspect. But yeah, it's a pretty much Team of the Week event now. It's still the same. You just play the Team of the Week at half time 0-0, and I can pretty much also play it. I may, if I glance at my phone and say, oh, we're now in attack position, maybe I'll take over for that. But for defending, I just leave it to defend myself. I leave them to defend myself because the computer defends a lot better for you than I seem to. So that seems the best method to go when you're playing against these rated teams. When you're playing the higher teams in Domination and Campaign, maybe you control it yourself. But it wasn't worthwhile. We didn't get anything to shout to about Team of the Week, but that's where we're at. We've got the investments, waiting to see if they pay off. FIFA points are up, coins are building. If you like, if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new here. Come follow me on Twitter at joebilineHD, and I'll see you all later. Peace.
But behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.